Hey guys, welcome back to another diary series with your girl Monica. I've been up since 3 because I got kicked out of my bed. My husband took the whole bed, my baby took my side, and I fell off the bed. Typical thing that happens every night. Doesn't help when my husband drinks. He doesn't drink often, which is why two beers get him messed up because he doesn't drink often. So he asked me permission yesterday. Well, he really doesn't have to ask permission, but it's just that respect line we have with each other. He asked me if he can go get a beer, and I said, why not? Go for it. And then when me and my daughter went shopping to Kohl's, because I went shopping for clothes, this is one of the fits I got. My shirt with my tights. So this is one of the fits. I was like, what is this on me? But it's my pause button. So this is my fit that I'm going to be wearing today for court. It says surf because I used to be a surfer girl before I had kids. I had my long board and my short board, my surfboard, and I used to go to Malibu every day, if not every weekend. It was mostly every day because me and my ex-husband didn't have no kids, no responsibilities. We only had a little Yorkie. That was our baby. So we were in Malibu every day surfing. So that's why I got it, because it fits me so perfectly, because I used to surf. I still know how to surf, but since I had an encounter with the shark attacking a lady next to me and the fin of the shark smacking me, I just felt like I saw my eyes flash. I saw my life flash in front of my eyes. And the lady, of course, did not make it. And it sucks that I see that it was either going to be me or her, and it went for the old lady. I guess it can feel the weaker one, so they went for the lady, and I couldn't do anything about it. They were telling me to get out the water, so long story short, I was able to get out the water safe and sound, but the lady did not make it. So you guys should grab a snack, grab a soda, grab your water, your tea, your coffee, whatever you drink, your beer, your wine, because this is going to be a double whammy, a double diary series in one, because I missed 2 days. So, and I will do another one later on today to update you what happened today. But back to point one, when I did my short when I was in the hospital. So my daughter has fainting spells and her eating disorder doesn't help. So she passed out in school for more than a minute and they had to call 911 on her. But when she came back, she was surrounded by sheriffs and everything, and sheriffs trigger her and authority triggers her because she's just been so traumatized. So when she woke up, her first thing to do was flight or fight. And she took off running with her friend. And they took her to the bathroom, tried to get her better. And it's so funny because I had a meeting with the assistant principal, and he was like, yeah, they were probably flushing drugs down. Number one, these kids only vape marijuana. I doubt you can flush a cart down. And these kids don't care if they get caught with a cart. They'll just buy another one. So when he told me that, I was like, okay, sure. And then the thing that pissed me off is that these stupid kids started spreading rumors that my daughter took 24 pills. Really? She's not even suicidal. So how the fuck are you gonna go based off, sorry for my language, but how the fuck are you gonna go based off kids' mouths when they love to spread rumors about my daughter? They always out to get my daughter. And now I feel like that school and security is always out to get my daughter. Yesterday, I was taking her to school, but I was gonna take her out early because she had 3 appointments. I had like 5 appointments. So I was very overwhelmed. So I had to get drug tested. I went and dropped her off with her friend. at the moment that I was dropping them off, her friend, I'm not going to say her name because she's a minor, her friend's boyfriend was getting beat up at the blacktop. That's what they call it. Whatever. I don't know where it is either. But anyways, at the blacktop. So when they walked in, her friend went to her class. Caitlin, my daughter, went to her class. And as she was walking to her class, the boyfriend came walking up to her, crying, bawling his eyes out, saying he just got jumped. So my daughter, who's an antsy, on edge person, was freaking out as well and was trying to calm him down. So she called her friend. Her friend came running. Her friend started bawling her eyes out. She was trying to calm her boyfriend down, and it was just too much. So security, of course, automatically, because they know my daughter is a fighter and she fights, they automatically assume, oh, she must know something. She must know who did it. She must know everything. So, of course, they started getting in her face, trying to grab her and take her to the office after we just had a meeting the day before yesterday. And I told them, when my daughter is rallied up and she's going haywire, leave her the fuck alone. And that's exactly how I told the assistant principal. Leave her the fuck alone and let her calm herself down. Don't get in her fucking personal space, because that's passing personal boundaries. And that's exactly what they did. So I'm getting to my drug testing site. My daughter just calls me screaming on the phone, telling them to back the fuck off. She's like, Mom, I'm gonna slap these hoes. So you tell them to back the fuck off. And I was like, oh my God, here we go again. So I'm automatically bust a hard bitch in a red light in front of a cop. And I was hoping he'd pull me over so I can tell him, escort me to Highland High School, but they weren't interested. They weren't interested in giving me a ticket or even dealing with me. So I told her to stay on the phone with me while I was driving to her school, and they wouldn't leave her alone. So I just finally said, Caitlin, get the fuck out of that school. Leave the motherfucking school. Leave. Get out. Leave. I'll find you. Just get out and leave. So they weren't trying to let her leave. So I'm like, put me on the speakerphone. And of course, I can't reiterate what I said because it's a bunch of curse words and slurs and all this and ghetto language, if you know what I mean. So I was cursing them out to get the F off my daughter's dick. Like, stop dick riding her. Like, get off of her. Stop being a bitch. Like, get the fuck away from my daughter. Like, it was nothing but unpleasant curse words coming out. And so I was driving as fast as I could, going in between cars, running red lights, and I didn't care because all I knew is that I had to get to my daughter ASAP. Because my biggest fear is that she was going to get so stressed out, she was going to faint. So finally, she tells me, I'm walking past Davinchi Resolve, which that's a whole other story. It came out on the news because the same teacher that sexually harassed my daughter, which is the reason I pulled her out of that school, just harassed another girl. And no one's listening to her, so she went to social media, TikTok, to tell her story, and she is blowing up. That school was packed with parents when I drove by it, to the point they couldn't fit in the office. They're all outside. And one parent on the Antelope Valley Moms group leaked, he's a registered sex offender. He leaked his information, and my husband got his information. Some of my daughter's friends' dads already went up to him and whooped his ass. And now my husband's like, I'm going to go and because what he did to my daughter. And I'm like, I understand, but let's just take legal action. Let's just not jump right into the gun and beat his ass, even though I would love to beat his ass. My husband's like, no, the kids need you more than me. And I'm like, whatever. Just don't make me spend $9,000 to bail you out. So I got there and she's like, I'm on 20th Street West on the right side. So I right away pulled up her location so I can see how close I was or where she was. And I'm like, all right, I'm pulling up. Get ready to jump in. And security was still following her down the motherfucking street. So here's a plot twist. I picked her up and I told her, this is why I didn't want you coming to school today. I just had a feeling and my gut's always right. And I told her, this is why I didn't want you coming to school today. So As we're driving past Highland High School, her assistant principal calls me. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I have my daughter. Don't worry about it. Can you come back to the school? We need to have a talk with her and you. No, the fuck I cannot. I got other shit to do. I can see you some other time. I told you already what to do when my daughter's rallied up. You still invaded her personal boundaries. So I have nothing to say right now because nothing nice is going to come out of my fucking mouth. So he's like, well, can you come tomorrow? I said, nope, we have court. So I can't see you tomorrow either. Because we had just had a meeting with the assistant principal the day before. And I told them what triggers her. I told them how to handle it. I told them how to handle when she faints. Don't freak out. Don't call 911. Excuse me. Right away. I was like, you guys did not do as I told you. So I didn't want to go back to her school. I don't want to take her back to her school. So now I've been begging my daughter to let me transfer her schools because every fucking security guard, excuse me, I just drank so much out of my medicine. Every fucking security guard and the vice principal are always out to get my daughter. Always. Always. And this is Highland High School. That's where the pedophile worked at before he got fired for doing the same shit he did in Davinchi Resolve, sexually harassed another girl. So now my daughter is part of this whole big lawsuit to get justice for what he has done to them. And it's like, another lawsuit, here we go. But I told him, I have my daughter, we're going home. She has appointments all day today. So, see ya. And he was like, okay, well, can we have a meeting on December 1st? I'm like, yes, we can. And my husband will be there. My husband for damn sure will be there. And so I hung up. And then I told my daughter I need to go get drug tested. So let's go. We went to do that. And then my social worker called me. And she's all like, is Caitlin with you? And I'm like, yes, I told the assistant principal I picked her up and she's not coming back till December 1st. That's when we're going to have a meeting. So she's like, well, the school's still looking for her. Did you go in and check her out? I'm like, no. I told her to get the fuck out that school and I was picking her up. And that's what we did. She's like, well, the school is confused. They're still looking for her. I'm like, how are they looking for my daughter when I just spoke to the assistant principal that I had my daughter and she was not going to go back to school and we couldn't have any meetings anytime soon? So how the fuck does that work? So we leave it at that. I come home. I didn't even go to the post office to even get my packages or anything, my mail, nothing. Because I was just so hyped up, so pissed off. Like when my daughter gets rallied up, I get rallied up. If I get rallied up, she gets rallied up. It's like we trigger each other. So I was just like, I ain't trying to do shit. I'm just trying to go home, take care of my other baby, and be with my husband. Because when she passed out and he left his work early to come, he's still protected under the Family Law Act because it wasn't for just any little thing he left. He left because there's a real medical emergency. My daughter had passed out and she was in the hospital, so they still let him go. So he's going to fight that. He's going to get a lawyer because he's still protected under the Family Law Act. And the fact that they wrongfully terminated him, I told him, you need to get justice. Because he was so proud of his job. He loved his job. And he needs some justice, just like my daughter does, just like I do. We're all in this big pickle. And I just looked up and prayed to God. And I said, what are you trying to teach me today? And I asked him for guidance. I asked him, please guide me on my everyday journey. Please guide me in my life. Please let me know you're here. And he did. He let me know he was with me in a very unusual, unorthodox way. And it's funny because I forgot that I asked him, please show me a sign that you're with me. And when I got a really good phone call with good news, I was just, I was just so relieved. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. Like, okay. So I was really relieved. And I realized that was God answering my prayers. That was God telling me, I'm right here with you and I am listening to you. And that just validate everything about my faith. And I just can't wait to go to church on Sunday to thank him and to just dedicate that time to God and Jesus. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy. Like, he really is listening to me. He really is listening to my prayers. I don't know how he does it, but it was the best news I have ever gotten in my life. And I can't really share that with you because it is not set in solid stone. It is just what they are recommending. That's why I said I'll do another diary series at the end of the day to let you guys know what happened in court today. So I've been, yay, it's 5:44, almost 6 o'clock. So I've been up since 3. I was going to get up and get ready, but then my baby woke up, so I put her back to sleep. I came to put my daughter's watch to charge. I turn around and she's standing right there in front of me. I'm like, what are you doing? Go to bed. So I took her back to the room, breastfed her, and she went back to bed. And I just got up and got ready and said, I can't sleep. I'll take a nap when I get home. Right now, I can't sleep. They're taking up my bed. I'm tired of sleeping slanted down. Me and my husband fight for the other side of the room or the bed, and it's just like not even worth it. So I've been having a very difficult time, but like I said, I've been praying to God and giving him all my worries, all my fears, all my anxieties. I just been giving that all up to him. And believe it or not, when I wake up the next day, all those feelings are gone. Like, yeah, I couldn't sleep because I'm a little worried, but all those feelings are gone. You know, he took everything from me. And I was just like, wow, this is amazing. And we have court today. My daughter has another therapy appointment. We are going to leave around 5:30, not 5:20. 5:20ish is when we're gonna leave because it's raining, so we need some extra time to get there. But with that being said, guys, that's everything that I had to update you on until later on at the end of the day. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me in this long 20-minute vlog. I will see you at the end of the day with good news or bad news. But I already know it's going to be good news because I have faith in God. And before I go, I just got me some new gold hoops. Yes, they were in the thousands, but they are 14 carats and they are so pretty. But anyways, I love you guys and I'll see you next time. Bye.